Welcome to ProjectME, the podcast. I'm your host, Tiffany Carter, the founder of ProjectME, multimillionaire entrepreneur, former TV newscaster, money-making expert, female empowerment speaker, and self-proclaimed office supply addict. My mission is to take the mystery out of making big money. Every week on ProjectME, the podcast, I'll share success tips, strategies, and stories from other entrepreneurs, experts, and millionaires, showing you exactly how you can achieve your most exceptional life. Now let's get to it. Exciting announcement for all of my listeners. I've officially opened my exclusive group, the ProjectME Passive Income Posse, to the public. This group is by application only, so we can keep the group high vibe and spend our time, energy, and expertise only helping those of you who truly want massive success and impact. You get live weekly trainings from me, special guest coaches, and direct access to me and my business partner for all of your questions. To learn more and apply, go to projectmewithtiffany.com, click on Work With Me, and select ProjectME Posse. And of course, any questions, feel free to DM me at ProjectME with Tiffany. Welcome to the Posse and podcast, ProjectME with Tiffany Carter. I'm your host, Tiffany, and today we're going to talk about the most valuable sales tool and business asset that you currently aren't using. So I've noticed over the years, there's really only about 10% of online marketers, coaches, businesses, and brands that are really utilizing this sales tool. And the ones who are doing it are making serious cash. And I'm one of those people. So I hate looking at all your social media feeds and seeing this one thing that's missing because it's something that's free and you guys already have it and you're not using it, and it's the secret sauce. And that's what we're talking about today. You guys, guess what? You're the damn secret sauce. So people ask me, how is it you've had such great success? How have you had over $100 million in sales transactions? How do you get clients to just come and be attracted to you versus you having to go like hustle and chase after them? It's because of this one thing. The secret sauce is you. It's what makes uniquely you. So what I mean by that is your unique personality, your quirks, your silliness, your goofiness, your seriousness, your age, where you're from, your accent, your body type, your mannerisms, your things you're obsessed with, the things that you hate. This is all part of you. And most of you guys listening to this show have a personal brand, or you have a brand and you're the brains behind it, right? And either way, people want to buy from someone who they know, like, and trust. They want to buy from someone where there is, some intimacy built, where they feel they know you. So whether it's a company like Lululemon, people want to know who are the executives behind Lululemon, right? They want to know that. Whether it is a company that you just are, you just think of the brand and you think of yoga pants, but people also want to know who's the brand behind it. Also, these companies that have stocks that are public companies, let me tell you something. I invest heavily in stocks. I don't invest in any company, whether it's public or private, without me knowing who the founder is, their principles, their ethics, their core values, and who the hell is in their leadership team. And nor should you, right? So that could be Nordstrom's. Think of all the different brands you buy. It could be a coffee company, whatever it is. So we all are running a personal brand, even for those of you right now who are still side hustling, or as I call it, side dreaming. You're still dreaming of getting out of your corporate job or the current job you're in that you don't like, and you're trying to figure out what the hell it is you can do to make money to leave the damn thing. I call that side dreaming. And that's a good thing that happens before you start side hustling, as long as you don't get stuck in that part. So this is good no matter what level you are at. This is something you can change immediately today. I know that's what in part you guys like about the show. Maybe you like my crazy analogies or the fact that I don't care when I pronounce things wrong or stumble over my words. Like, does it really fucking matter? Oh, maybe you like that too, that I swear. Or maybe you don't and you just stopped playing me. That's okay. So you can do this today. And that's what I love giving you guys on the show. I like inspiring, I like entertaining, I like empowering you guys, but I also like giving you practical, real stuff that you can do right now to get more money in your pocket, to move your dreams along forward and much faster, smoother, and easier than it was for me. That's the whole motivation behind this damn thing. So you're like, okay, Tiffany, I get it. You're telling me the secret sauce is me. I need to be uniquely me, blah, blah, blah. What does that mean? You guys are not infusing this into your brand and business. You're just not. I look at way too many of you. I watch all your stuff. If you're a private client of mine or you're in my membership group, I for sure have my eyes on your stuff all the time. And you're not. You're not doing it. And I think part of why you guys are not bringing more of what makes you uniquely you, like I said, your personality, your quirkiness, the things you're obsessed with, the things that you hate, the things that annoy you. I think the reason why you guys and people aren't doing it, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying I think the reason why is, number one, there is a sense of vulnerability. You're really putting the real you out there, you know, the you of how you act around your really close friends, your significant other, when no one's looking. You know, putting that out there on the interwebs for the world, you know, it can be, you know, scary. Because it's like, well, God, you know, if someone rejects or criticizes kind of like a, you know, just a version of me, not that you guys are being fake, but just like maybe my best version of myself or just, you know, part of myself, my outside self or whatever, you know, that'll hurt or might sting, but it won't like crush me. But to have people critique and comment and maybe not like or buy or unfollow, whatever, when I'm putting my full self out there, that really doesn't feel good, especially if you guys at all were like me and I was really heavily bullied in school, particularly like middle school and freshman year of high school. You know, and that kind of stuff doesn't leave you, or maybe you're in a relationship now, or we're in an abusive relationship and you're someone who ends up being ultra sensitive and trying to protect yourself from being critiqued or criticized. I get it. But let me tell you something, your brand and your business, whether you're a health coach, whether you're selling jewelry, whether you have a storefront, it will not do as well as it could, and it will not happen as quickly for you if you don't do this thing. You have to infuse your personality into your business and brand. People want to know who is the person behind the business. And if you for sure are a coach of any kind, you know, mindset, anxiety, health, nutrition, fitness, whatever it is, this is even more important. If you're in network marketing, this is incredibly important. People want to work with you, so you have to let them see you. And if you don't let them see you, all sides of you, then they're just going to move on to someone else. You know, that doesn't mean they're not going to like you. It's just they're not going to connect. And in order to connect, isn't it fun to know those things about your friends? Like, isn't it fun to know, like, you know, or even a sibling or a significant other? Like, I'm thinking of someone I used to work with a long time ago, and she loves frogs. Okay. And I love knowing that about her, because when it was her birthday or holiday time, or anytime I saw a frog, right, I would get her like a cute little, you know, a frog like stuffed animal, or I would use like the frog emoji or something like that, because it made her smile. It made me feel good knowing that about her. For those of you guys who have listened to me and follow me on Instagram and Facebook at ProjectME with Tiffany, you guys know I'm obsessed with office supplies. I love everything purple. I love coffee, and that's like a mainstay, right? Like, you know these things about me. Doesn't that feel good to know those things about me. I know it does for those of you who DM me. You guys will DM me like your latest like office supply haul. I freaking love it. I mean, I really get excited by that shit. Even I'm kind of jealous because when I see you guys getting like a fresh pack of Sharpies, I'm like, oh, I really, really want that. But I'm on a Sharpie ban at the moment. I seriously have a problem. Like, but there's nothing better than a damn fresh Sharpie to me. Feels so good. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. But it feels good to know things about someone. It builds trust, it builds intimacy, it builds connection, and that makes people feel closer to you and drawn to you. So whether it is a certain favorite food you love, whether you have a certain routine, you have weird quirks that you do. Like, I work most of the day in my bathrobe. I've infused that into my brand. You know, now every Thursday on Instagram, and I also post it in Facebook too, but I do my bathrobe business sessions, right? Because that's the whole deal, right? I became an entrepreneur mostly so I could wear a robe or yoga pants all day versus wearing a suit. Like, that was really my main priority. Not even so much to not have people tell me what to do and where to be and when, is so I could work out of my house and, you know, wear no pants if I want. So I infuse those things into my brand, and then other people can go, oh my God, I work in a bathrobe all day too. Or, oh, I can't wait until like that day where I don't, where I can wear like no pants and I don't have to like wear grown-up clothes to work. Do you guys see what I'm saying? There's an example. It's a few episodes. Is it a few episodes back? No, it's actually going to be from when you guys are listening to this. It'll be next week, I believe. But I have on someone, it's Alexis Doss. So if you guys are listening to this and it's like a year from now or 6 months from now, it's Alexis Doss of the brand One Fit Coconut. And I definitely want you guys to listen to this episode. She is a perfect example of someone who has infused herself into her brand, and she's in network marketing, you guys. She's also a health coach, but she has a successful network marketing arm of her business. And the reason why I was even drawn to her is because she shared her obsession for EDM, for dancing. Like, and I'm a big EDM, electronic dance music. For those of you guys don't know what that is, I've like been into that whole rave festival scene my entire life. I freaking love it. And she infuses that into her business. She's also a bulldog mom. As you guys know, so am I. She's a Virgo, so am I. And because she shared these personal things about herself over and over and over again, and it's infused in her business, I felt very drawn to her. She's a total freaking stranger who lives on the other side of the country from me. I mean, it wasn't like we had a mutual friend or anything. It was because we have mutual interests. And I was like, that's so cool. We have so much in common. And I just love her personality and I was drawn to her. So she's a great example of someone who does this very, very well. And therefore she's very, very successful. I'm also a great example of someone who does it well. What happens is so often when we're starting a business or maybe we're growing it, we're in our first few years, we start looking at what other people are doing and we're like, okay, so I need to do this online or this in my videos and I need to sound this way. But then you end up just being like cookie cutter like other people. And for all you know, you're kind of mimicking people that you don't even know if they're successful. People are buying from you, not you imitating someone else or you embodying someone else. That's not going to work. Like, you guys hear my style, right? You're drawn to it for a reason. I have to embrace my like Chi-Town meets SoCal style where I swear I'm straightforward, I'm loving, I'm passionate, I'm real, I'm raw. That's really me. Or would you guys want to listen to what I think a podcaster should talk like? And I need to be very proper and not swear and just make sure I'm very clear with every single word I say. You guys wouldn't listen to that shit, right? So you need to start showing yourself more. Do you have a love for country music? Is it a certain color? I would hope if it's a favorite color obsession, like purple and gold for me, if you're really obsessed with those colors, those damn well better be your brand colors, right? What other things are funny about you? Like, I have a serious tank top and yoga pant problem. Like it's crazy. I need to put it on video. It's a serious problem. Like, I'm obsessed, and I can't even tell you how many I have. It's for sure, we're in the hundreds. Like showing stuff like that. Is that something? And you're like, well, Tiffany, how the hell does that relate to my brand of selling jewelry, or my brand of being, I'm a nutrition coach or a weight loss coach or something like that? Like, how do these quirky things, and how do I incorporate them into my brand? Well, first off, you don't have to incorporate every single personality trait of yours online. I would tell you this. Take five things about yourself and write them down, that if you like polled your friends and family, what would they say about you? And I don't mean a trait like, oh, Tiffany is, the most loyal, honest person. Like, that's great. But what are some things? Is it that you're a klutz? Is it that you hate bananas? And like everyone, knows that about you. Like, oh, if there's a banana, if there's a banana around, like she can't have that. Is it that you're strictly gluten-free? Is it that you're always cold? Okay. Write down those 5 things and then take a look at those and go, okay, which of these would most resonate with my ideal client, where they would, go about their day and they would remember this about me? Like, what would resonate with them? Which of these is funny? Which of these is silly? Which of these is fun? And I want you guys to play around with it. Now, here's the other thing. You can't just go, okay, let's just say like you're a klutz. You can't say like, okay, I'm a klutz and I'm going to like talk about being a klutz, right, on my Instagram stories or on Facebook Live like once a week. No. You have to infuse this. So when you're telling stories about, when you're telling stories about something that happened that day, you need to come on and be like, oh my God, so embarrassing. Like, I was at the gym and we were doing this class and I like tripped and fell on my ass in front of everyone. What's up? Klutz problems. Like, it needs to be real and authentic. It can't be like, oh, I just want you guys to know, like, I'm a klutz. Like, that's not going to work. If you really, really love country music, well, I need you to have a shit ton of videos and stories that involve country music in the background, right? Or share the lyrics, or, dance to it, or do something with it. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Here's what I think is going to help the most. Why don't we do this? I would love it if you guys who are listening and you get what I'm saying, which I hope you do. DM me your 5 and tell me like what who your ideal client is. And I can help you pare it down if you're stuck. Some of you might know right away. And if I don't want you guys getting stuck, telling yourself the lie you're stuck and then not doing it. So I just took an excuse away. You can't say you're stuck now because you're going to DM me. It's best to DM me on Instagram at ProjectME with Tiffany. I spend 2 hours every single day in my DMs. It's my way I give back to you guys. I respond much faster. If you're only a Facebook person, you can message me on there too. It just takes me a little longer to get to you guys. If you love this episode, you loved learning about this one thing, I would really appreciate it if you guys could leave me a 5-star written review on iTunes. No, you don't have to be an Apple user to do this. All you have to do is take 90 seconds of your time. You can literally Google, how do I leave a written podcast iTunes review, and there's like 5 easy steps that show up and tell you how to do it. That would be a great way to give back for all this amazing free content that I give you guys. This keeps the show growing and going. It is not free to produce this show. It's actually quite expensive. So help a sister out, all right? Wishing you great health, wealth, and worth as always. Love you guys. If you enjoyed this podcast, please write a 5-star review on iTunes. Not only will this make me super happy, but it will allow more listeners to find our special show. Simply help me help others.